Hi everyone. Well, we made it. It is day 24 of Vlogmas, Christmas Eve. I'm going to light our candle as we always do. I think I only missed out like maybe 2 days of actually lighting a candle, so we did quite well with that as well. Were they all done on the right days? No, probably not. Did I probably use other days' candles half of? Yeah, probably. But we still lit a candle. So, it's been brilliant. I have loved every minute of this. I haven't found it as stressful as I thought I would. The only times I found it stressful was where I by accident deleted stuff off my phone because I stupidly started removing pictures and stuff once I thought I'd done with them when actually they were still in my video maker and needed to be uploaded. So that was stressful, but not too stressful. I'm definitely doing this again next year. Like I said, I've already planned my videos out, doing a mixture of some that I've done this year and then swapping in some that I've had other ideas for. So today I thought I would have a go at my own original tag. It's called a Christmas Eve Plans tag, and there are 10 prompts, the final one being to tag people. And these are questions that I've come up with now. I don't believe anybody else will have done it, obviously. So I've tagged, I think, about 16 people. So if people feel like doing it, they can. If they don't, no worries. And if there's other people out there watching who want to give it a go, go for it. I would love to see it. Mainly this is because I'm nosy and I want to see what people's Christmas Eve plans are. So the first question is, do you have any last minute presents still to buy, or have you bought them all? I have bought all of mine. Most of them are wrapped now. The only last minute things I might need to get is some little bits to go in Sophie's stocking. We normally put a piece of fruit in there. I'm going to put them Vampirina card game that I got her. She loves these Freddo chocolate treasure chests. You get a toy in one side that she's trying to collect, and then you get Milky Buttons in the other, and they do a brown chocolate one and a white chocolate one. So I'm going to get her some of those, and just anything else I see that's little that can fit in. But that's my only last minute present. Aside from that, all done. Number 2, do you have wrapping still left to do or not? I still have to wrap this. As you know from my story the other day, my child came up with an idea for Santa that she hadn't told us about. So last minute, got this off Amazon. It came the other day, and I'm going to be wrapping this. So I've still got to wrap that. And then the children's books from the Halton Meads Festival that I showed you the other day, I've still got to wrap those. But I will do them tonight. That's no hardship. I have had Christmas Eves where I've just wrapped everything that night. That is stressful. I will never do that again. So yeah, just those couple of things, then I'm done. Number 3, what present are you most excited to give? Definitely this, because as far as she's concerned, she was too late for Santa to get it. But anything that Sophie's going to open, really. I'm excited for my mum, my dad, my sister to all open their presents off me. I'm not going to say what they are here because I post links to my videos on Facebook, and my sister is on Facebook. And although I think she tends to watch them only if I send her links to certain ones, I don't want to take that chance. She hasn't opened it yet. So maybe after Christmas I might tell you what I got them. But I much prefer watching people open my presents than opening my own. Don't get me wrong, it is exciting to open a present off somebody else, but because I like to really think about what I'm buying people and definitely get them something that's really personal to them, to see the look on the face when they open it is just priceless. So yeah, those are the presents that I'm most excited to give. I'm also excited to see Sophie's little friend Xander on Christmas Eve. We're going to try and go and put his present on the doorstep. Obviously we won't see him open it unless his mum sends me a video, which she does do sometimes. But just to see those two just view each other will be lovely. What will you be settling down to watch on TV? Well, I've got my Radio Times open here. Tonight it could be Would I Lie to You at Christmas on BBC One, the Gavin and Stacey Christmas special from last year, that's on again this year, and that ending with Smithy and Nessa was amazing, so I might watch that again. Miranda Hart is doing a games with showbiz names, so I might watch that. I think that's it. Or Alan Carr's Epic Game Show is on ITV, so there's that. But to be honest, it might be a film. It doesn't have to be TV, it could be a film. we may chance Elf. You may have seen the story from 5 years ago where we had a nightmare the Christmas Eve that we were going to watch Elf, so we've never watched it since, so we might chance that. Or I'm fancying the Christmas Chronicles now. We had lots of people talking about it. Like I said, my friend Dean and Jade mentioned it. Then I watched the Welsh Reader, one of her Christmas movie videos, and she mentioned it. So I might well ask Andy if he fancies that, or any of those. What book will you be reading tonight? I have just started reading Amelia Fang and the Barbaric Ball. I think I'm up to page, whatever chapter 24 is, page 28 or 29. It's going to be a fast read, I can tell, so if I finish that, I will be moving on to Popkin and Stubbs, The Haunting of Pelican City, because I've got Ghost Catcher on my January TBR, so I can't read that until I've read this. So what I'll be tucking into tonight, we had to have a book question there, I can't not have a book question. What snacks will Santa be eating? Now, by this I mean, if you've got children, then you might be putting a little plate out with things, or if you haven't, then you're Santa. So what will you be snacking on tonight while you're watching your Christmas movie or reading your Christmas book? Our Santa will be having a mince pie because we've got mince pies in, and there will be a carrot for Rudolph on that plate. And Santa will either be having probably a can of Foster's or peppermint tea, something that mum and dad can drink once Sophie's gone to bed. So yeah, that will be it. I'm trying to think what kind of things me and Andy have bought in. We're really fans of that dairy milk popping candy. We probably got some of that in, so we might try some of that. Yeah, so there you go. Number 7, do you have any Christmas Eve traditions? I would imagine tonight will go as it did maybe last year, where while Andy puts Sophie in bed and reads "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," I will then bring all of the presents downstairs and put them out around the tree, on the floor under the tree, in front of the fireplace. I will wrap those few books. Last year well, in the past years we've had reindeer food, but I don't think we've got any this time, so unless we decide to make our own. That's Treacle at the door now. I don't want to let her in because Sophie might come up and then see that present. So yeah, so in terms of Christmas Eve traditions, it's normally our usual bedtime. She already opened a Christmas Eve box off my dad. He does her Christmas Eve box every year, and she's already opened that. So actually tonight we might just reopen that because all the stuff's still in there. So yeah, we might do that, but it'll be Christmas story and bedtime. I will do that, then we will settle down and we'll watch any of those programs I've mentioned, or Elf, or Christmas Chronicles, and we'll both have a little drink and some snacks. Number 8 is share a Christmas Eve memory. I already shared mine the other day of the Christmas of 2015 when it was Sophie's first Christmas. She was 4 months old, and when we settled down to watch Elf, we realised we had a leak in the kitchen ceiling, and our Christmas totally changed because we ended up going to my mum and dad's after Andy and his dad had pulled all the floorboards up in Sophie's room to get to the leaking radiator. I can't really remember much of the Christmas Eves as a kid. I can remember Christmas days, but I don't remember what we did the night before. Probably similar to what we're going to do with Soph, a story, maybe a Christmas movie. Yeah, so I mean, we will try and get Sophie to watch a Christmas movie, but she's funny with movies. She goes, no, I don't want to. She just wants to watch Dot McStuffins, Puppy Dog Pals, Paw Patrol, those kind of things. But actually, if you get her to sit and concentrate on a movie, she does for a period of time. I'm trying to think what I put on the other day. Bedknobs and Broomsticks, because there's a show coming on in Manchester in October next year of Bedknobs and Broomsticks musical, and I wanted to see if she liked it. And she was into it, but she's still partway through, so can we watch Puppy Dog Pals now? So I'm still wondering whether we'll take her to watch that at the theatre. Treacle, stop! I'll have to let her in a minute. Question number 9 is, are you a Christmas Day lie-in person or an early riser? Again, this will obviously, if you've got children, if you've got young children, they might try and wake up. I had cousins who used to get up at like 4 or 5 in the morning. It was never that bad. I used to like lie awake excited, but I never wake my mum and dad up before like 7:30, 8 o'clock. It depends on Sophie really. Most days she wakes up about 7:30ish. So that could be a time I woke up. I don't think in the past she's been like shouting us at 4 or 5 in the morning. I think she's happy to wait till that time anyway, even if it's Christmas. Yeah, it would be nice to have a lie-in, but I think I'll be just as excited as Sophie. So yeah, she'll determine what time we get up. And number 10, tag people you want to take part in the tag. So I've got Kaz from Cats and Camera, Chloe from Chloe Reads Books, Connor from Connor's Library Corner, Joanna Tations, Polynesian Reader, Rachel Kerris, The Book Dreamers Alley, Steph Loves, Rebecca Fowle, Welsh Reader, a book fiend named Mel, A Home for the Lost, Expedition Through Pages, Griff Reads, Kira Can Read, and Siobhan Reads a Lot. And anybody else who wants to take part. But thank you so much. I cannot tell you what Vlogmas this year has meant to me after only being on BookTube for 4 months, managing to achieve this, having people interact with me, because it'd have meant nothing. Well, it would, because I'd have still been proud of the videos, but it doesn't actually mean as much unless people get involved and comment and share, and people really have. Seeing people do the origami Christmas star, hearing people planning on making the Christmas biscuits, people saying how much they love the Santa and the snowman that I made out of books, people taking part in the quiz. Oh, there was just so many lovely comments, people commenting on books that I've read or that I'm going to include in my 2021. I already have a buddy read planned for North Angel Abbey with Mel from a book fiend named Mel. Me and Sam from Griff Reads are planning on reading the Ruth Ware book that she sent to me for Christmas in maybe, well, we've just said today, maybe in April she'll do my Scrabble and Sam TBR, so that's April. Mel's doing Scrabble and Southern Hemisphere Friend in March. So next year is just looking bright. And it's all because of you guys just supporting me as I started out. If you watch my first ever YouTube video, which was back on the 31st of August, you will see me saying, I don't know if I like watching myself on camera. I don't know if I'll give this a go or whether you'll ever see me again. And look where I am now. All because of the support and people just really helping to build my confidence. So thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. I know it's a different type of year. If you were feeling lonely at any point during that time, I will keep an eye on my Twitter, on my YouTube. Reach out and I will message you back. I don't want anybody to feel desperately lonely this Christmas. There are phone lines that you can ring. I am happy to give those out as well. Just talk to people if you can. Try and go out for some lovely Christmas walks. Hopefully it'll just be cold and not rainy and horrible, but try and make the best of the situation. I know how hard it is not seeing people. Again, like I mentioned, I was hoping to see my mum and dad and my sister over 5 days of Christmas. Now they've said we can only do one. So on Christmas afternoon, my mum and dad and sister, they're in one bubble. They will be coming to my house for the afternoon to watch Sophie, open a couple more presents, to play, and then they will be going and I won't see them over Christmas. We'll just be doing Zoom quizzes or games or something to try and keep going. Make the most of it. We can do this. We've done it for the last 9 months. We will get through this. It will get better. And let's really ring in the new year, although we will probably be in bed at like 11 o'clock, and try and make this year better than this one. We know what we're dealing with now, and we can do it. I really believe it. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and thank you guys. Over and out. Bye.